The Creator has chosen us for this time. Each and every one of us, we're here for a reason. We're here as leaders. We're here as staff. We're here as governmental officials for a reason. We have a job to do, and we have to take that job seriously. We have to make our grandchildren's grandchildren proud of our decisions. We need to network. We need to work together. We need to speak as one voice. That makes us stronger. So that is our purpose today, to come together as a family, as relatives, to show these officials from the EPA or Environment Canada that we want to work with them. We see a special place when people of all ages can breathe clean air, drink clean water, swim on clean beaches, and enjoy unparalleled vistas of mountain, ocean, and shore, where the integrity of wilderness is protected and the future of forests, wildlife, fish, and marine mammals is secure, where the traditional values and knowledge of the Aboriginal people of the Georgia Basin and the indigenous inhabitants of Puget Sound are honored and applied in new challenges, where our common goal of sustainable communities, embracing human well-being, economic opportunities, and environmental quality can be realized by today's generation and by those yet to come.
Industries surrounding our reservation, which poses a great threat, which brings in what they discharge into our system, mercury, zinc, all the pollutants that give you cancer, which gets to the groundfish, shellfish. In our own Bellingham Bay, we're without a lot of species that were there years ago. It's devastating. The industry has done a lot already to our system. When do you say enough is enough? A lot of the standards that were developed years ago without the tribe's input, that the tribes are here and develop those, revise those standards to reflect the environmental concern of our nations.
If harvesting and hunting resources are our constitutional right, and they are, then what my concern is with the quality of that right. I have that constitutionally protected right, but what good is that right if there isn't anything for our people to harvest, if there won't be anything already for the generation that my daughter is part of, to whom I cannot teach to dig for clams?
We are here to reacquaint ourselves, to get to talking about preserving the integrity of the Great Salish Sea, to preserve the Salish Sea homeland, which takes a lot of work, which takes a lot of understanding. So let's move closer to the understanding of just what to do.
I thank each one of you from far and near. As Salish representatives, it is my honor and my privilege to stand before you today. We are always faced with challenges in any business we do, economically, socially, academically, and most importantly, culturally. In the next few days, we will be seeking those visions from each of you. We will be seeking your direction to bring favorable change for our people and our future.
It's up to us now. Believe me, it's not up to any government in this world that's going to fix up the problems that we need to work on today. I'm a part of this creation. I'm a part of the water. I'm a part of the land, and I'm a part of the people here. And I'm very honored by that, and I'm humbled by it. If we're going to make a difference, my relatives, we got to step outside of this structure that's been killing us since it got here. And we got to start doing things from our heart. It's our time now to rediscover and awaken to who we really are as a people, and we're going to make a difference. Bring those people in that are disconnected. We care for this earth. We love this earth, because if we're going to say that we're related, then surely we're related to that river out there. We're related to the sun, and we're related to the thunderbird that's sitting on the top of that pole there.
Puget Sound is dead. Dead zones, you know. Well, what is a dead zone? There's no oxygen. There's too much crap coming into the sound. Hood Canal is an example, an arm of Puget Sound there, where Swinomish tribe and all of our other tribes live along the Olympic Peninsula. And we were up at Swinomish one day, and we were having a meeting across from Seattle. And we come home, Mike and I and our people, tribes, and we come home and we don't want to go across the narrowest bridge anymore because there's too damn many people going across that bridge. Have you ever been there? You know, so we went around Hood Canal, and we see a helicopter out there. And they were taking pictures of the dead fish and all of our bottom fish that was dead along the beach on account of that dead zone. You know, can't live there. Neither can the plants live there. Neither can the forest under the sea live there. This is our backyard that's dying.
It's such a timely event, this coming together of the Coast Salish. I believe we're at a crucial time as people on this earth when scientists are standing up and telling the world that we're running out of water, that we've got a deadline to meet, that we might have 50 years, maybe 40 years before we have no water. I remember going to California 15 years ago, pointing at the gasoline stations. They were selling those white jugs of water, thinking to myself how odd that was, that they were making a commodity out of water, only to find today in Canada we're doing the same thing. We're selling water because of what's going into that water from industry, from agriculture, from the domestic homes that are going up everywhere on the mountains instead of down in the valleys. The development that's impacting our natural resources, where our longhouses gather their materials that they need to carry on the spirituality. The impacts that we've had on our hunting territories and the diminishing return on our fishing because of environmental impacts. And you have to ask yourself, what are the governments doing to protect the environment? The glaring question, I think, for Aboriginal people who are looking at economic development as a way of creating wealth in their communities is, are we going to simply take the same footsteps that industry has taken in this country in relation to the use of our natural resources? Or are we going to say and examine our plans and ask ourselves, how do we do this in a way that's different? Our relation to the land has been something different, in my view. Our relationship to the land is one of history, of family lineages. One of the students in the classes I teach at home was asking me, why do the native people have such an affiliation with the land? Why do you worry about your connection to the land? And I said to them that we don't view the land simply as something that can be bought and sold, but rather it's a part of a living cycle that we have that's been passed down to us.
Hello, my name is Mel Sheldon. I am the chairman of S'Klallam Tribes. Once again, we will come together as Coast Salish people to speak with one voice for the protection of the land and waters of our Aboriginal homeland and the protection of our culture. S'Klallam is honored to host the third Coast Salish gathering this February 27th through 29th. We invite you to our homeland to continue this important dialogue and to share this time together. Siap.